cage, fighting out of the red corner. Against the cage, number 3, defeats, representing Hammer. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Louis Clarke. Our referee chose the action, Mr. Paul.
Looks like there could be some heat in this featherweight contest. We've got Jerum Agbude representing First Legion, the Leicester-based gym, 1-0, facing Louis Clarke, fighting out of Hammer, 3-2. More experience on the side of Louis Clarke, but Jerum Agbude is not lacking in confidence, is he, Brad?
Absolutely not. Agbude in the black, Clarke in the blue. Nice 1-2. The right hand really finding a home there for the man from First Legion. And these guys were getting in each other's faces from the off here, Steve.
Yeah, there certainly is a confidence in the way that Agbude moves and holds himself at the moment. I know we're young in this fight, but he reminds me of a young Leon Edwards from sort of 8, 9, 10 years ago when he was on the circuit.
Yeah, very confident.
Yeah.
Very precise with those early shots as well. And a very crisp 1-2 we saw at the start of this contest. Louis Clarke now perhaps taking the best course of action here, just shutting his man down, closing the gap and not letting him use that speed and accuracy.
Trying to throw a knee up the middle there, as well as some foot stomps from the Hammer man, Clarke.
Yeah, I don't think there's any pre-fight beef between these two guys. I just think two young kids full of enthusiasm, trying to outpsych each other, and it's making for a great contest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice lead left there from Louis Clarke, but Agbude took it on the chin.
He just looks so composed as he controls the center of the cage. Does the young fighter out of First Legion in the black armor shorts.
Oh, big right hand there from the First Legion fighter. Just whiffs on the high kick, and that may be keeping Clarke in this contest thus far.
Absolutely, again, the striking on point from Jerum Agbude. And again, you know, he's in there with Josh McManus and Jamie McManus, and that First Legion team out of Leicester are no mugs. We'll see another one later tonight, Greg Williams.
And the First Legion fighter slipped on that spinning back hit to the body there, and he got caught by a big shot from Louis Clarke. So both these guys have landed solid punches here in this first round. And again, it's the right hand from the First Legion man. Continues to be the story of this fight, Steve.
Yeah, he starts to walk his opponent into the cage. And
nice left there from the Hammer fighter.
I mean, just slipped at it. Oh, gotta be careful. Can't rely on the head movement too much. Gotta make sure you're getting that distance out. Eats a head kick there. Smiles at his man, and another one, and he's just calling on Louis Clarke.
Well, that one lived up to expectations,
Oh,
didn't it, Steve?
good Lord. Woo! Welcome to the early doors here at FCC. This one's gonna set things off.
You know, you always have that little worry at the back of your mind, Steve, when you see two guys getting in each other's faces on the way in. One of them's going to run in, make a stupid mistake, and then the fight's over in 30 seconds. I'm very impressed with both these guys, both young guys. They managed to calm down, bring it down a level. They weren't standing there in the pockets throwing strikes willy-nilly. We got a bit of that as well. That was fine. But we got a good technical performance from both these guys. And oh my goodness, did it pick up towards the end of that round.
Absolutely. It's all, you know, is young Jerum Agbude getting under the skin of Louis Clarke there with that showmanship. And, you know, I hate to go pro wrestling on you, but Gorilla Monsoon always used to say, you got to be careful because the showboat always sinks.
Wise words from a great man. You know, it's interesting, you know, we saw Louis Clarke landing those high kicks at the end, and obviously a great visual from Agbude there, just taking him on the chin and going, oh, come on, please, sir, can I have another? At the end of the day, though, those strikes are counting on the judges' scorecards, and if this goes to the scorecards, you know, we might need to see a little bit more of a composed defensive performance from the First Legion man here, as he immediately goes back to work trying to find a home for the right hand, and Clarke firing back with one of his own.
Yeah, and then a nice front kick up the middle, and answered again by Agbude. Two well-matched young fighters here physically as well.
Yeah, similar builds on both these guys. And still, Jerum Agbude trying to get into the head of his opponent. Great head movement, very confident. Took a jab there though.
It's almost like he's just going to walk forward until you stop him, but perhaps not conducive to the longest career.
Nice spinning back kick to the body there from the Hammer fighter.
Agbude there just trying to gauge that distance.
Oh, good straight shots now from the Hammer man. Looks like he's finding his range to the body there. Counters with a nice right hand.
And you notice this, so far this round, much more of it's taken place in the middle of the cage. It hasn't been Clarke being backed up.
Still taking those shots, and the corner asking for a left behind that combination. Solid right hand there from Agbude. Another. Clarke rolling with that shot.
Again, both these young men exhibiting a little bit of a beard as well. In on that takedown now, first time Clarke's been able to get a position on the ground.
Looking to crush his man up against the cage. Straight back to the feet though from the First Legion fighter.
Took a couple of shots, decided, no, I'm not going to let you get away with that. Forced himself back to his feet. Hard leg kick.
Yeah, there's some reddening on that lead leg. Another right hand.
Man, these two just haven't stopped for the whole 2 rounds so far, Brad.
Tired just watching this one, Steve.
So another shake of the head as high kick comes whipping up from Clarke. Clarke in the blue pitbull shorts, fighting out of the red corner.
And again, they trade combinations, center of the cage. Jerum Agbude just shaking his head no.
10 seconds left. Clarke flicking out a couple of shots, a jab.
Second round in the books. Agbude there just heading to the wrong corner. Both guys taking a couple of deep breaths here, Steve. And how much is the gas tank going to come into this one as we head to the third and final round?
Now, absolutely. Both these guys are showing heart. They're showing determination. They're having their moments. It seems that Agbude is less likely to want to take this fight to the ground. Less likely. He's not looking for the clinches or the takedowns quite so much. But I got to say, that was a much stronger round for Lewis Clarke. He seems to be growing into this fight.
Absolutely. You see Conor Hignett, former FCC champion here in the amateur ranks himself. First ever FCC flyweight champion. Of course, he's no stranger to some classic fights. Fought Dominic Wooding here in a split decision, back and forth contest. Similar story here, 2 young, talented amateur fighters really leaving it all on the line early doors here at FCC 24.
Absolutely, this third round should be a hoot. Touch of gloves there, nice to see. And we go back to it.
Yeah, you got the feeling almost as soon as this one started that there's going to be a good old handshake at the end of this one. Respect's certainly been earned here.
Absolutely, and round starts again with Agbude trying to set the pace in the middle of the cage. But Clarke answering back, just refusing to relent.
Yeah, he's done some great work with the straight shots, the jab on the teeth. Big head kick there.
Agbude just shakes it off.
First Legion corner asking their man to get to work with his kicks.
Yeah. Really imploring him to come forward and throw. Oh, that was a nice clean
counter
shot.
Right hand. It's been his best shot the entire fight, Steve. Been able to repeatedly land that one from range.
Clarke, though, showing good composure and oh, jeez, how he just slipped out of range there, Brad.
Phenomenal head movement throughout this entire contest. Great job to kick the lead leg out from underneath Agbude there.
You know, it's almost a shame we're not going to get another couple in this one, but
this is the kind of fight, Steve, that makes me want to call in sick and just watch from afar in the back corner with a nice cold beer and appreciate how good these guys are.
Heavy low kick landing there from Clarke, and only can't be too long left in this one. And
yeah, if someone could take the timekeeper's watch away, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
Get another couple of minutes out of this one. Nice 1-2 again there from Agbude. Kicks the lead leg, takes one back. Fatigue starting to become a factor here in the dying moments of this fight. Nice double up on the left hand from Clarke.
Oof. The first Legion corner wanting a lot more output out of their man.
Yeah, telling him to go to work. In so many words. Looking for the jab there is Clarke. We thought the pace would slow, Steve. Could be a chance though to land some nice technical shots at the end of this one. Good work to the body there. And still the head movement from Agbude. Nice right hand, takes one of his own.
Another, and Clarke looking to try and maybe turn it on, but Agbude looks still clear-eyed. Tried a spinning kick, but that could have, what a costly mistake, but beautiful
great setup on the scramble. That's what we thought we'd see, Steve.
I'd quite like a fourth, please.
Respect has been earned there between these two young men, and that was incredible.
That was fun.
Absolutely phenomenal performance from both these young guys. You see Sean Martin there, the coach of, or one of the coaches of Clarke, congratulating his opponent. I mean, that was a whole lot of fun, wasn't it, Steve?
Oh, that was a joy.
FCC promoter Adam Tay already in the cage to congratulate the corner teams.
It had a little bit of everything, and you know, both fighters showed skill, showed heart, showed determination, showed some resilience. You can't ask for much more in an MMA fight.
Absolutely not. Judges tallying their scorecards. You know, one of these guys is going to go home disappointed, but I really don't think they should. Great output, great performance from both these guys. We'll throw it to Jonathan Millard in the cage to make it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards with unanimous decision. The opener in the red corner. And your appreciation for the decision evening. Give it up.